Hey guys, it's Ryan with Boat Trader and welcome to Backyard Boaters, the show where we talk about DIY boat maintenance, repair, and upgrade projects you can do from your own garage or driveway. Today we're going to talk about the top 10 things to keep an eye out for when you're buying a used boat, right? So let's hop right into it. Number 8 on our list is electronics. This boat is pretty simple, but still everything's kind of messed up. You want to definitely make sure your lights are working. That's a legal thing.
You test all your switches on. Shawn hates electronic problems.
Yeah.
I hate them.
Yeah.
Just had electronic problem on my sailboat. The shore power cord burnt out, which then burnt out the plug, which then burnt out the charger.
Oh, man.
So it was like trip back and forth to West Marine. $400 later, here we go. We're back in business. But
yeah,
it's one of those things where electronics are. I think it's driven by gremlins.
Yeah.
I have such a hard time figuring out what's wrong, especially if somebody's been in there monkeying around and you get a boat that has 3-4 owners and you start tracing back where wires go to what. Because that's 9 out of 10 times that's what you're gonna spend your first month doing is figuring out what people have done in the past.
Yeah.
I call them just electrical gremlins, man. They suck.
Yeah. So check for gremlins, basically.
Yeah. When you take the spark plugs off, I think one of the most important things for this boat in particular is make sure you got a spark.
Yeah.
Make sure all your pistons are firing.
Yeah.
You can kind of tell when you finally get it going.
Yeah.
You put your hand on the pistons. If one of them's cold, probably not firing. Whether or not it's an electrical thing or it's more of a motor thing.
Yeah.
Take the spark plugs off, and all you want to do is you keep the spark plug connected to the distributor. Right? And you're going to want to see, so in these spark plugs, they don't have the arm that comes up where the spark happens. Yeah. So you want to get something, that's grounded, probably not the carburetor, but something that's grounded, and make sure that there's a spark going. If there's not a spark going, you may have an electrical gremlin going on.
We used to take these off and just hold them there and just see if it's jumping. You know, which is also dangerous because
It
can be exciting.
Do it after the gas, experiment.
Yeah, exactly. Order of operations, right?
Yeah. Spill gas everywhere, then make a spark.
All right, let's check out the next one on our list. Number 9 on our list is the trailer. So, honestly, you're buying a boat this size, you're probably buying a boat that you want to trailer around frequently, right? Mm-hmm. It's a day boat, might keep it in your yard. So you want to double check, make sure the trailer's good, right? I always check the leaf springs, make sure the hubs are rolling freely.
The lights,
obviously.
The bunks.
Yep.
There's been a few times where I got a boat, it's working mint, and I can't bring it. And the bane of my existence will be a trailer that is just absolutely falling apart, and that sucks because it's a safety issue, and 2, nothing's worse than I had a great day on the water, and now I'm going home, and now I'm on the side of the road because my hub's gone, or I get pulled over by the police because my lights don't work.
Yeah.
I've had problems with the bunks in the past where sometimes you'll have a trailer that's not weight rated, or say a pontoon boat, and one of your pontoons are leaking. You go and put it up on here, and all of a sudden your bunks fold down, and now the boat's riding on the tire. Things like that are just. If you're gonna trailer a thing around, you're probably gonna, you want to have a trailer that you trust.
Yeah. A couple more things about the trailer. You want to check the tires, obviously. And up front on your trailer is quite important. You want to make sure that you have a good solid bow stop. This one's actually a little dinged up, and your winch is working, and you want to make sure your lift is working so it can go up and down. I'm gonna be able to undo. Make sure that this goes up and down. Make sure you can get a ball in there and this thing is working. Sometimes they get rusted up, so you get some penetrating oil and grease and get that going. This, obviously you need to make sure this goes up and down, otherwise you might not be able, this boat's pretty light, so you could probably just pick it up, but it's, some boats are heavier, so you need to be able to make sure you get it high enough up to get on your trailer. And you want to make sure the boat is sitting evenly on the trailer and the bow is aligned with your bow stop and that your winch is working. This is a really old winch, so this is a pretty good trailer, but this bow stop and winch system probably should be updated. One other thing with the trailer that we were talking about is title, which gets us to number 10, which is documentation and like seller red flags. I know you have some stories with that, right?
Yeah. So if you go, you're looking at a boat, you go through it, you love the boat, you love, everything about the trailers, man, everything passes, right? You're gonna buy it. And, they don't have the title. Well, you don't have the title, I'm not giving you money, we'll see you at the DMV.
Yeah.
Make sure that, everybody gets all excited about the boat. Hey, I got the title for the boat, but I don't have the title for the trailer.
Yeah.
And so when you go to the DMV, you're like, hey, I want to register my boat and my trailer, but there's nothing, on the actual title about the trailer. So you want to make sure that both the trailer and the boat are included in the bill of sale, or at least get, a title for the trailer if one exists. But the most important part, I would say, make sure the VIN number or the plate number for the trailer is also on the bill of sale.
Basic documentation for a boat sale in just about every state is going to be a title for the boat, a title for the trailer, a bill of sale, and the other thing we recommend, which gets to our seller red flags, is maintenance records. It's good. People can, the more somebody can show, the more comfortable you can be buying that boat. You can see, oh, this person put a lot of time and effort into maintaining this boat. They got receipts, that gives you some peace of mind, right?
Yep.
Winterizing, oh, this guy winterized the boat every year for 5-10 years and he's got all the records. So that's I don't think this engine has been winterized for 10 years. And this one came with all sorts of weird title things. So this is why it's a good prop boat for today, but yeah, cool. So number 10, documentation and seller red flags. And those are your 10 tips for buying a used boat, 10 things to keep an eye out for.
Check out our next episode on youtube.com/BoatTrader and subscribe to follow the series. This is Backyard Boaters by Boat Trader. Buy any boat, as long as you know what you're getting into.